Evening folks, this is BestInSlot and we are back building the Botanical Gardens 2.0, the Botanical Gardens Reborn, as we are calling them. I've gone ahead and built the second exhibit just because this took bloody ages. It's a lot harder, oddly enough, to copy an exhibit design than it is to build a new exhibit design for the first time. This isn't perfect, you know, this bit definitely curves up a little bit too high and blah blah blah, but generally speaking I'd say they're pretty close to each other, they match up pretty well, and I've been spending about half an hour on it, so I don't want to do it anymore, although I didn't notice that curve was so sharp and that was upsetting me, but we'll get over it. Right, so today we're going to build this second exhibit. I think we're going to theme it sort of similar to this one, at least in terms of the dinosaurs. So let's go grab ourselves some, I don't know what, a hadrosaur of some description. I'm thinking a Lorotitan. A Lorotitan was recommended by one of you in the comments, and it has great colour design. A Lorotitan is a beautiful dinosaur. So, there you are, my friend. Now, which is the cool one? Is it Arid? I think it's Arid. Arid's pretty cool. Default is pretty cool. I'm only going to go for 3 this time. We're mixing things up. We're getting wild with it, ladies and gentlemen, as I am very well known for. And I want the watermelon, which I think is Tiger. There we go. So we'll start with those 3. Let's go have a look at our dinosaur names. We have Blog, of course, for all you Oplocephalus. We also have Euron Greyjoy. We have Pisophides. And we have Hermes. Is that it? And Babushka. For our Tyrannosauruses, we have Quasimodo, which I think was a name with the most upvotes I've ever seen on the QT, so well done. Oreo, Sergeant Quack, and Crypsis, the only... Oh, Crypsis is dead. Oh well, RIP. And that is all of our names. Now, we're also going to work on this exhibit, but we're going to do a couple other things today as well. Now, the first thing we're going to do, we're going to put the big tree in, okay? We're going to go crazy. We're going to have 2 big... Can we just do loads of big trees? Can this be the big tree exhibit? That would be cool. Oh, there's a random thing. Control space. I didn't know this was a thing. Thank you to... Someone told me about this in the comments. There's the random spacing option, which I didn't know about. Big tree exhibit, folks. The big tree is the best tree, so... It's not going to blend in with this one on the right, but who cares? And whilst we're doing that, we also want to put some stuff in here, make this look a little bit more interesting. I think we want to stick with this kind of... Do I have to do it every time? I think so. Oh, wait. What? Am I confused about how this works? That's not rotating, right? Maybe it is. I think it is, actually. Ram, 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 ram. I'd like to get a cheeky little rock in here. I think the rocks might be a little bit too big. I was completely wrong. There we go, cheeky little rock. Mix things up. Can we get any more trees in? Maybe one of these bad boys. These are pretty cool. And kill that one there. Come here, you. Come here. I know you've only been alive for imagine you're a fruit fly. You've been alive for a few seconds, and now I'm going to murder you. What? 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 How? What? I don't understand. I guess we're not allowed the other tree. Okay. I'm going to put this closer together then. Eh? No, fine. I'm an optimist, what can I say? Can we put a little bit of water down? No, but we can do some bush. Some lovely, lovely bush. I think vibrant is a good idea just for the general park. You know, it's vibrant, it's pretty, it's yellow and red and beautiful to look at. So let's put that all in these areas here. It's not going to go in there, is it? Nope, but it's going to go in here. And that already just looks a lot nicer. Maybe a little terrain tools. Mix it up. A bit of dirt, a bit of rock even. Under the rock. Oh wait, I forgot you can't see it. Maybe it goes over here instead. Let's make... Okay, never mind. If you try to place anything near anything else, the game's like, well, do you really want to do that? And the game's like, I don't think you do want to do that. Let's get rid of it. Let's stop him from doing it. Anyways, arid pattern. This should be the one with the pinkish, really beautiful, orangish, yellowish... Yeah. On the crest. I really like that one. Looks like really burnt cheese. Which is what I look for in a dinosaur and in a woman, frankly. Orange man bad. Orange girl good. Oh, yikes. Right, okay. Stop that. So, I think well, what are we going to put? Who's going to live with the Olorotitan? We're going to do less of them, so we can do maybe 3 species. I think Huangosaurus, because Huangosaurus is beautiful. Even the default Huangosaurus is like the best dinosaur in the entire game. Now, it is mainly because of its exit animation, admittedly, but whatever. Step, I think it is. Step I really like as well. Let's grab those 2. We'll just do 2 of those. Okay, now. As of right now, they don't have a happy exhibit. Oh, we should also do some food. Ah, go away. Okay, so okay, we need something that's good for hadrosaurs, iguanodon to whatever. Okay, I'll tell you what. The easier way to do this. First of all, what do you guys like? You like horsetails, mosses, pawpaw, damaged by tree ferns, conifers, ginkgo. I don't have enough memory to make this work. Tree ferns, conifer, ginkgo. Tree ferns, conifer. Okay, so tree ferns, ginkgo, and conifers are out, but rotten wood should be okay. Pawpaw, mosses, cycads, rotten wood, and rotten wood and horsetails. Yes, rotten wood and horsetails. There we go. You can always make it work. It's a little bit messy, but you can make it work. Yeah, let's just put in the. We just put in the top line. I think we may as well, right? It doesn't actually confer a benefit, but I think the feeders look a little bit nicer, and we can have a little bit of fun trying to balance the exhibits around the paleo feeders. So, pawpaw, wrong upgrade. Why is the big one at the top, but the big one's always at the bottom? Like in every other upgrade in the game, the big one is lower down. Why is it at the... Weird. Never noticed that before. Now I'm upset about it. No, it's absolutely heartbreaking. Conifers and a little bit of palms. There we go. Let's get these guys shuffled over before they just sort of, you know, die. And, yeah, we'll give them some nice food.
Picking up asset.
Does mean all our exhibits are going to have gates in, because you do need to get your ranger team into the exhibit for this to work. That's no big deal. We don't have a ranger team. Okay. We're going to bring it over, because why would I ever need a ranger team typically in the past, right? But now we need one, so we need a ranger station. Where, if I was a ranger station, where would I be? Maybe like lurking in the foresty bit? Like there's going to be the forest over here, right? The idea is to make the greenhouses hidden within this secret garden sort of thing. I don't really want like a full-on utility area, really. Maybe just put it over here in the existing utility area. That's probably a better idea, no mind.
Transit has commenced.
I'll do. Okie dokie. Okie bokie. Huangosaurus, are you ready? You are ready, right. We need to watch this exhibit. No. Release in progress. Where's my video? Why's nothing happening? I don't understand. There's nothing blocking the way. That's very odd. Okay, Huangosaurus, I'm going to leave you to it, buddy. Big old weirdo. Right. Okay, so let's make this exhibit now. This is the big tree exhibit. Now, what would you have in the big tree exhibit? I'd imagine rather than hills like this one, you'd have... not hills. Someone mentioned in the comments... I like this idea, actually, of having, like, dirt under the trees. The idea that the shaded tree stops the grass from growing. Now, in reality, a lot of time that doesn't happen because... I don't know, you'd have other plants there, right? And not all plants require amazing amounts of sunlight. They just require nutrients, which you would get from the trees themselves. I think like a little thin river that kind of curves around the trees. And this is a big old river, but it will be a skinny river eventually. We're going to go on a diet, me and the river. It's going to be beautiful. Let's skinny this up a little bit, shall we?
Asset delivery confirmed.
The exhibit isn't humongous, so I guess it's difficult to really do what I'm trying to do here, but... easier once the dinosaurs have actually landed. Let me do this. No! Nice big wet exhibit. Just the way we like it. Am I right? Skinny this up, skinny that up. Still quite a lot of water. Let's try to move that down a little bit. Yeah, okay, it's coming together. I really do want it to be very thin. Not that thin, that's too thin. Kind of like the trees themselves have acted as sort of natural boundaries for the river, basically. And they stopped it from, I don't know, like the roots are in the ground and it stops the water from carving through, that kind of thing. And it gives it a kind of, yeah, it's nice. Really suits the Alara Titan as well. Okay, we're going to go for the paleo feeder. Somewhere. Right there, that's a good idea. Another one there. Okay, I will talk to you in a minute, Alara Titan, for food. For now, you're going to have to starve, okay? I want to watch the Harangosaurus video. It's so cute. It's still maybe my favourite in the game. Euoplocephalus nearly took the top spot. But this breaks my heart. Oh, it's so cute. Oh my god. It's actually unbearable. I'm thinking we're going to put in a nodosaurus as well. Because I kind of like the idea, right? We've got these nice, bright, colourful creatures around. You know, the Alara Titans and the Harangosaurus have come in and been colourful and kind of... N. Where's N in the alphabet? Why am I... There it is. Bloody Nora. I like the idea that they've sort of moved into the area, but the Nodosaurus always lived there. It's kind of... Because it looks ancient. It's got this, you know, big bony plating and stuff like that, and it's just this ancient dinosaur that's been there since, like, the dawn of time, basically, and then all these usurpers have moved in, but the old Nodosaurus still lives on, kind of thing. Is that over the top? I don't care. Right, where's that feeder? There it is. Let's kill that. Interesting. How could it be obstructed this time, but not last time? We'll put it in there. Put two in. And what is it we're going for? Rotten wood and horsetails, I believe. Is that correct? Rotten wood. Rotten wood. And horsetails. Nice. That works perfectly. Oddly enough. Okay, Ranger team, assemble. Requires setup. Oh, I haven't. Yeah, that's my bad. I know you can't get here, love. Give me a second.
Request acknowledged.
Let's get a little gate in there. Get a little gate on the same side over here. Okay. Now, I'm not going to do the other one just until we've seen all three dinosaurs. Some of them may only want one food, you know, because we don't want to... The negative penalties you get if you give them the wrong food, they're fairly extreme, so we're going to avoid that no matter what, basically. I just want to do some water. Sorry. I don't know why the sound effects were necessary, but they were. Okay, nice and wet, and then we're going to grab our palm tree looking things. Palm trees or these? I'm pretty sure... Is this random rotation? Okay, there we go. There we go. It is working. I was wondering if it's a toggle or...
Confirming asset delivery.
If you had to click it every single time. Because look, that's not random. And that is. It's a bit weird. I think it's maybe got a set number of shapes that it goes through. So sometimes it can hit the same one, if that makes sense. I don't know if it does make sense. See, again, it's the same. I'm just going to do it myself. I think it's easier to just do it like this. It's nice, right? It's pretty cool. And then, I don't know. I don't know what we're going to do with this waterway. I mean, we do this quite a lot, right? We do these big waterways in this kind of area. It's kind of our jam. I'm thinking. As dangerous as that sounds, we're going to grab our... Because we want to fence off this bit. It should feel like its own thing. So I'm thinking we grab our fence here. Try to do like a really... I want this to come down and match in nicely with the path here. Oh, you're just a little bit too short, aren't you? Absolute manlet of a fence. Man-letters of term really annoys me. Some people take it like really, like they take it upon themselves and it's fine and blah blah blah. But man, there's a lot of I don't know where I'm going with this. I think I want it to be open a little bit. I want it to be blocked off on the sides, but I think I want this middle bit. It's a bit risky. People will drown, but that's a risk I'm willing to take, basically. Something like that. So it's kind of open, but also its own locked off thing. And we'll put some trees in there, and we'll put some rocks in there, and we'll make it look a little bit more interesting as well. Alternatively, no, that'll do for now. That'll do for now. So, now this is the problem bit. I mean, trying to match on both sides. It's surprisingly difficult. Especially when it's not perfectly sorted out already. You see, that's already... It's actually a better shape as far as I'm concerned, but it's not matching necessarily. Stop snapping! Stop it! Just go a straight line, please. Stop! Why are you snapping over there? There's no reason! Man, why can't I toggle that off? That is so infuriating. As it happens, it's not... I mean, it's not even snapping with the bloody... Okay, what we're going to do is do it that way. It shouldn't have to be that way, but we do. Okay, cool. And then we kill the water over here on the right. Sugar, sugar, sugar. Sugar, sugar, sugar. We're good. It's going to be cool. It's going to be cool. So, let's get our our big boy. So when you're naming the nodosaurs, ladies and gentlemen, remember, emphasis on old, ancient kind of names. You know, this is... It's kind of like Godzilla, right? In the Godzilla anime. Which, by the way, don't watch it if you haven't watched it, because it's terrible. As in the 3 films that came out earlier this year, or last year, I can't remember. I think earlier. I think this year? I think this year. Anyway, it's terrible. It's kind of like this mountainous creature that's risen up from the ground. And we're going to build like a little mountainous region inside the exhibit that's built for our Nodosaurus. Are you upgraded? Yeah, okay. Mainly with scheduling now. See what I mean? 1.0, 2.0, 3.0. It's only the greenhouse that does it in a weird way. I'm going to revolt. It's coming together. It's looking a lot nicer already. Just having the water in there and the trees, it looks more... This was a lot of path, and the whole point of this park is to not cover it with path and stuff, right? So it's nice to just get rid of some of it. Can I squeeze a tree in any of these areas? Oh! I'm sure I saw it just for a brief, glorious... It's there! It's there! I swear it's there. Where are you? Nice! Any chance of that happening over here? Probably not, right? It's a little bit tighter on the left. Aren't we all? Aren't we all? I put them in there as well. This really is. This is why these trees are so brilliant. You can just put them in areas you'd never go. Okay, I mean it's not really working right now, but this tree is the best because it's the smallest. Squeeze it into little gaps. It's gonna be cool. Yeah, I'm excited about this park. We'll let the Nodosaurus land, we'll see what type of food it wants, and then we will be good. So, going forward, or at least we're moving away from these two sort of identical exhibits. I just like to start off with a bit of symmetry. We won't keep that going forward, necessarily. What do we do next, folks? People have had some cool ideas. We're going to do another sauropod one, like a ridged mountain. Now that we've got the terrain tools, we can make the mountain look more like a mountain. That's going to be really cool. We'll probably do a gyrosphere for that. I'd like to do a gyrosphere and a truck tour. We do want to do a proper... I like the idea of a truck tour, but it's in, like, a forest, like a proper deep, dark forest. Tons of different trees, tons of different wildlife. A proper exciting safari tour. So maybe do that. We usually do that at the bottom right, and that makes a lot of sense. A lot of room over there. We're gonna do a wetland section. I know we always do a wetland section, but we do have the brand new fish feeders, and I really want to take advantage. Those gates aren't symmetrical, and it's gonna trigger me. I really want to take advantage of the new fish feeders, so we'll be doing that as well. I'm gonna move this gate slightly. Is that any different placement-wise? I think part of the problem is these aren't... This line is actually nearly identical, but the way it curves is, yeah. Right, can we find food? So, horsetail, mosses, pawpaw. I really should write this down. Horsetail, mosses, pawpaw. Okay, so anything that hates horsetail, mosses, or pawpaw. Okay, So pawpaw or mosses so far is allowed. Mosses. Okay, so we can get mosses. Let's get mosses in. Mooses. There we go, that's a start. Right, so mosses for the nodosaurus. Now, what do you not... You want conifers, rottenwood, or ginkgo? Do you hate any of those? Conifers, rottenwood, or ginkgo? So it has to be rottenwood. I've got to hope the Huangosaurus doesn't hate rottenwood, and it does. Damn it. So we can't have good food for the Olorotitan. Can we have good food for the Huangosaurus? Rottenwood, horsetails, palms. Rottenwood, horsetails, palms. Wait, no, did that wrong. So we're looking for pawpaw, cicads, or mosses. Wait, I know, I already do mosses. Okay, so it means the Oloro is going to suffer a little bit. That's okay. So we're just going to do moss. Moss. That's it. And I think the Oloro will still eat it, it just won't gain the benefit that the others will. Basically.
Responding to resupply request.
Okay, right. I still want to do the greenhouse bit. That might be next episode. This is taking longer than I expected. We've had to do a lot. I really like this. It's beautiful. I don't know if we're going to do shops. If we are, we'll do them back here. We'll kind of put them... We'll block this area off a bit. This exhibit is nice with the big trees, but it needs some stuff. Now, I want to do a little area... I might kill the middle tree. And build this into the rocky crevice from which the Nodosaurus arrived. I don't care if it doesn't make sense, okay? I don't care. I love how you see that damp rock. Oh, I love wet rock. And that's a weird thing to say, but wet rock is literally the reason I bought an Xbox 360. There was, I remember going to Game, which is like our big game shop over here in the UK, and there was a display up for the Xbox 360, and it was King Kong, the King Kong video game, because that was like a release title near enough. And, I just remember the level where you first fight the V-Rex was the one on display, right? And that level is at night time and it's pouring down with rain, and you kind of walk out this little bit with the fire, and there's all this rain come down, and you walk over these rocks, and the rocks are really shiny and reflective because of the rain, and it looked beautiful. It was unlike anything I'd ever experienced before in a video game. I was like, I have to get an Xbox, right? Back in 1 sec. So a very detailed conversation with the cleaner about what's going on. Is that ever going to work? It's just too close to Dinosaur. Oh, okay. The rock from which the Nodosaurus was born. We shall cover it in spooky trees to emphasize its spookiness. An area shrouded in shadow, more mysterious than any area ever shrouded in shadow. Yes, quite. Come on. Oh. There we go. I don't know why. I really don't. It also just kind of looks like a big pile of feces. But that's okay. That's kind of what we're into. Everyone's eating. Everyone's happy. Got a Nodosaurus rock. It kind of looks a little bit like a meteor. I know some people on Reddit did that a while ago. Right then. Let's do... What do we do the water of it? There's more of a river. Let's see. Do we want to... rock all the way? I really miss the sand tool. I really, if there's two big things I want for this game at the moment, right? In terms of like future features. One is sand tool on our sandbox. Okay, I know why that isn't a thing, and I know they're worried about breaking save files and stuff like that. But I do hope it's something they're working on. It feels important to me. This is the sandbox. This should have everything. It should even have the shale, in my opinion. You know, from Isla Penna, the one that's unique to Penna. This Isla Nublar should have everything, if it's at all possible. Not sure it ever will be, but, you know, I hope it's something that's been worked on. Secondly, I'd really like sandbox on, if we can't have that especially, then sandbox on every island would be really cool. Like, say you have to 5-star them in campaign and stuff first, sure. Kind of like with unlocking the day-night cycle, but... yeah, the ability to like sandbox on like Isla Muerta East or Isla Muerta itself, or on Sanctuary, stuff like that would be really, really cool. And also feels somewhat necessary. You can get bored of Isla Nublar eventually, because you know so it's the only island we ever built on. Like I said, we are going to do our next park on probably Sanctuary or Isla Muerta East. I will let you guys vote on that sort of closer to the time. Because people seem convinced about Isla Muerta East more than Sanctuary, which I was a little surprised by. But we'll do a double check. Right. Step in the right direction, right? It's coming together. Do I like the pillar? I quite like the pillar. It doesn't necessarily suit the Botanical Gardens, but I've always liked the pillars. I don't know why. This needs a little something though. It's too bleh down here at the back. You know what it needs? It needs bloody rocks. I'm sorry, rocks, I've neglected you. I completely forgot for a moment. My beloved rocks. There we go. That's what the rocks are for, baby. I knew there's a reason. Do you reckon that'll kill it? Nice! I like the pillars, but they don't really suit the Botanical Gardens, and now it's more like a frame over the top of it. It makes it more look like a painting, which is cool. Also, big trees. Big trees are always cool. That's optimistic, right? Yeah. You can never seem to put it over fence. You see? Like, the leaves have to be just past the gap of the fence, otherwise it doesn't go on. Which is a shame, but also kind of makes a lot of sense. Where the cleaner's like outside my door thinking, huh, okay then. Dude's gone absolutely mental. We've got a little bit of forest at the back. It's just this back area looks a little bit blurred to me. And the forest trees, as you can see, blend in really nicely with the rock. Look at that, that's beautiful. The forest tool still has its uses, folks. It's in situations like that. So the nodosaurus, you're meant to be this big, chunky thing, and you look tiny at the moment. Get a little bit more forest. I love my forest, and it is the Botanical Gardens, right? If any exhibit deserves forest, it's this one. Okay, we can get a little bit more creative going forward. Next episode we will do the greenhouse area, which I keep meaning to do. I'll probably put some shops down myself. Gonna make that into like a secret little garden. We could even put a dinosaur exhibit as attached to it. Like, we did a secret garden last time. It'd be nice to take some ideas from the last Botanical Gardens and kind of rebirth them, but with this updated visual style kind of thing. So you walk through the secret path bit, there's loads of trees everywhere, you see the greenhouse, and then you walk past the greenhouse and there's an exhibit sitting behind it of dinosaurs that would kind of suit living in a greenhouse. Not in a greenhouse, but adjacent to a greenhouse, you know what I mean? Anyways, let me know what you think in the comments down below. Let's watch our little dinosaurs for a second. It looks so much better, it really does. I will say I'm already becoming somewhat normalised to what it looks like, so I look at it now and think, yeah, this is what evolution looks like, you know, it's not really a big deal per se, because this is what the game looks like to me now, but look at that Lauritine. Come here. Oh, you know what we should do? We should do this more often. Capture mode! Let's get a bit of a letterbox on. I love a letterbox. Let's do normal timescale, and then there we go. I have been thinking about making like a lot of people have wanted me to make like a film, like a documentary kind of thing. I don't know necessarily what that would look like, but what we might do one time is build a full-on park, like a park that takes up, like one exhibit that takes up the entire park, basically. Maybe string a truck tour to it, but the point is to build like a Site B-esque environment where just all the dinosaurs live together in this huge area. And then we'll go into camera mode like this, and we'll just spend an hour or something, or half an hour or whatever, just looking around and observing the park and the dinosaurs and talking about it, naming them and following them, kind of like a, you know, a documentary crew would. This is Billy the Huangosaurus. What will happen to Billy in Billy's lifetime? Who knows? Check in next week to find out. Billy looks like he's got lipstick on, but to the extent that Billy's been making out with someone with lipstick on, so oh, Billy. And it's kind of like smudged on his lips a little bit. You know, it's like that faint pink you get from kissing someone with lipstick rather than wearing lipstick yourself. Two things I'm obviously very accustomed with. I have a social life. I love this camera mode. Like, I was a bit, not apprehensive about it, but I didn't see the value just because, you know, we have NVIDIA Ansel, which is still how I take my screenshots. You don't use camera mode for screenshots, you use NVIDIA Ansel, but this, oh, sleepy. This and the slow motion is really cool. Is that a Nodosaurus? You are much smaller than I expected in reality. See how that looks like a documentary camera angle kind of thing? This ancient, armoured, bony beast stalking the forests. What are you two, buddy? Having a little waggle. It's just a good opportunity to spend some time observing dinosaurs. Because I think it's quite easy when you're building a park like this to actually just not spend a lot of time looking at your dinosaurs, you know? But also, I mean, have I ever sat here and watched the animation for a nodosaurus drinking? Probably not, right? It's nice to, I don't know, to try new things. I kind of really like that. Photo mode is turned off. What? What? Okay. Right, anyways, thank you for joining me, ladies and gentlemen. Let me know your name suggestions in the QT down below. Reminder, if you leave name suggestions in the comments of this video, they won't be used. You have to go use the QT. It's the only way to keep it fair for everybody. So sorry about that. And let me know what you think we should do in the next video. I like the idea of doing something behind the greenhouse, so what would that exhibit look like? If you were going to build like a secret garden exhibit, what kind of stuff would we put in there? And what else do you want to see down the line in this series? If you like the video, please do hit the like button. I'll see you lovely folks next time. Cheers, much love as always. Bye-bye. Hey folks, thanks for watching. If you enjoyed this video and you want to help support me a little bit more, you can do so at patreon.com/bestinslot. There's a link in the description down below. Every little really does help in times like these, but it's not at all expected, and by just watching the video you've already helped me out massively, and it makes you a pretty cool person, so well done you. Thanks for joining me either way, I'll see you next time.